equals. Do people get the irony that that's wrong? Or does that just look stupid? Hi guys, my name's Luke, I'm the Pizza Pilot. Today we're going to be looking at 3 recipes of some of my favourite dessert pizzas. I'm going to be doing 3 fruit-based ones today. First up, we've got peaches and Amaretti. Then we're going to be looking at a cherry Bakewell pizza. And then we're going to be finishing with a bananas and custard with Nutella one. So first step, we're going to get ourselves some sliced peaches and a little bit of foil. So we've just lit the Roccbox. So the first step we're going to do is get some of these segments. We're going to pop them in the foil, make a little ball. I'm just going to pop them in the mouth of the Roccbox just to warm up, start to cook so they just soften a little bit before we actually use them on the pizza. Once those peaches are in there and softening, we want to get ourselves about 100 mils of vanilla custard and about 10 to 20 mils of creamy amaretto liqueur. Basically really simple. Just grab that, tip that into your custard. Just keep mixing it until it all comes together as one. And that's it. And then just set that aside. We're gonna wait about another 10 minutes until those peaches are nice and soft. So the peaches have been in for about 15 minutes now, so we're just gonna pull them out with some tongs. Careful not to burn yourself. Once the foil's cooled down a little bit, we're just gonna open it up, let them cool down before we actually start making our pizza. Just get yourself a dough ball that you've made already. I use standard dough that I'd make for any savoury pizza. This has been brewed for about 16, 17 hours. It's about 61% hydration. If you're unsure about making your own dough, there's plenty of recipes to go and check out on the Gozney website. So just open your dough ball up however you normally would. Lots of different ways. I like to just stretch it, slap it a little bit like this. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, you can stretch it on the back of your knuckles like this, or you can even just, like a steering wheel, just sort of turn it around until it stretches out. I basically want to stretch that out to about 8 or 9 inches at this point, and just pop that down there. Grab yourself some of the custard, as if you're making any savoury pizza. Just a couple of big spoons in the middle here, and just stretch out, leave a little bit of a rim around the edge, just like that. You can be quite generous with this stuff, which will also help it from not bubbling up too much. And once you've got your custard on there, just gonna scatter a few of these peaches, just randomly all over it. So you've got a few segments like this. And I'm gonna get that onto the peel, give it a little stretch. Cool, so I've just turned the oven up to full, it's about 450 degrees, about 430 on the stone. So I'm gonna launch that in. So I can just see the back of it, it's just starting to puff up now, so thinking about turning it pretty soon. I like to just warm the peel to help it stop it sticking. So this should take about 60, 70 seconds, maybe a little bit less. Just keep turning it like that. So if you don't have one of the turning peels, you can still use the placement peel. That's ready to come out now. So just remove that, pop that on a serving board, just like that. Really simple now, so it's nearly there. Just gonna grab up some of these Amaretti biscuits. I'm just gonna generously just crush them all over the top. Some nice big chunks, some little small bits as well. Go nice and generous with this, because you want a good bit of crunch on there. Wait, everywhere. And then grab a few little bits of thyme, pick a few little leaves. Doesn't need to be too fancy. And then if you've got some of the peach syrup, just a little spoon of that just over the top. And there we have peaches and Amaretti pizza. Let's go into it. It's so good. Righto, so now we are moving on to the cherry Bakewell one. So we've got all our ingredients here and another dough ball just in the semolina mix as before, about 240 grams, same dough. Gonna just open it up again as before. And we're gonna get our custard, the same custard just without the amaretto this time. And don't be shy, just spread that out, leaving about an inch, inch and a half just around the edge. So next we're gonna get our launching peel. Just gonna turn the Roccbox up to full. So I just move it onto the peel and then just stretch it out a little bit. Away we go. So as before, we're just looking for a little bit of colour on the back side of it, and then we're going to start thinking about turning it. So I do a 180 spin first, cook the other side, and then we'll just turn it until it's nice and even. So this is cherry curd. Don't need to use this, you can use a sort of compote if you can't find it, but it's well worth hunting down. So just nice and warmed, and we just basically want to spoon that all over. Doesn't need to be neat or tidy. A little bit of icing sugar. This is marzipan. It's just been in the fridge just so it cools down a little bit. Just grate a good helping of that on. Then we go on with a good helping of toasted almonds. Again, this is bringing some crunch, so just don't hold back. Give a good scattering all over, and then what I'm going to do is just finish with a few of these Amaretti cherries. These just have an amazing flavour, so I'm just going to put a few of those in the middle, and then this syrup is insane, so I'm just going to drizzle a little bit of that over the top. And that's it. Cherry Bakewell dessert pizza. So good too. Yep. Good stuff. Now finally we're going to be moving on to bananas and custard with a good hit of Nutella in there. So last dough ball, same as before. Just going to stretch that out. Just got a couple of air bubbles there. If you get that, just pinch them out or just flatten them, just flick them off. Good stuff. And then exactly the same as before. Got a custard here. So good helping of that right in the middle, and then just spread that all the way around. So once you've got the custard on there, got a banana that's just been sliced into coins, and we're just going to scatter these all over the custard. Okay, so across onto the peel. As before, just stretch it out a little bit. We want to be getting it into the Roccbox. So we go. So the base is just about cooked now, so I've just literally lifted it up on the turning peel just to make sure it doesn't overcook. And there we have it. So that comes straight out of the oven, and grab your Nutella. This has been nicely warmed. As you may have seen, I had it warming on the top of the Roccbox. Get a spoon of that and just give it a good drizzle all over the bananas and the custard. All over, doesn't need to be neat. And then these are triple chocolate chip cookies, and just crumble nice big chunks all over. Some little bits is all good. It's again all about building texture here. And then finally, got some salted caramel. So we just go with a big drizzle of that all over the top. There we have it, bananas and custard with Nutella dessert pizza. Oh, let's get stuck in. Oh, a banana. Let me try some. I'm eating too much pizza. It's all right, no worries. So for all these fruity dessert pizzas and many more, just head over to Gozney.com. And there we have it. That's a, what is it? It's a pizza.